what's it called? Randomly, yeah, and don't ask me what I was thinking about this year. Do you remember the first girl you liked?
Yes.
And did you bag her?
No.
All right.
I'm not a stranger to rejection, bitch. Did you?
Yeah.
The first girl you liked, you bagged.
Yeah.
But then the first, I always say this, do you remember your sexual awakening?
Oh, man was young, bro.
Yeah, same. Same here. And that's why I know it's not a choice. Like, that's what I'm doing with sexuality, because I just felt it. I'm watching the scene in Titanic, watching Leonardo DiCaprio and Rose, they're in the car seat. He was doing that to her, and all of a sudden, I was getting excited. I was like, yo.
Jordan said, whoa, I see life completely different now.
And the thing is, you're too young to really know what's happening, but you just know I like what I'm watching. Like, so I understand when that feeling is like, yeah, I didn't choose that feeling. It just kind of happened, and I liked her.
If we're talking about like sexual awakening like that.
Yeah, there was a sexual awakening the first time you knew that I like gal, and there's the first gal that you liked.
Okay, first time I knew I like, the thing is, I can't give you the exact time.
Yeah.
Because like, once again, I told you I was introduced to porn stupid early. Like 4, 5. And then when we moved to Ireland and we were in the, find out years later that I was in direct provisions or whatever, had a little girl that was living across from us. She'd come over later, you know, we'd be playing mommy and daddy, send her little brother and send my little brother and her sister to go play, because obviously they were kids. And we'd just be in bed doing our thing. And then,
What you mean doing that thing?
you know, just doing what kids think mommies and daddies doing it. And then one time,
I'm not gonna lie, I used to do it with a church girl.
see, everybody plays mommy and daddy, bro. And then one time, I don't know how, but we ended up naked in the bathroom.
You can't say I don't know. It was your idea. That's what you said. I don't know how.
You know what?
It says, I don't know how, but we just happened to be
You
there
know
with
what?
our clothes
I was
on.
I was a pussy back then, so it might not have been. I just remember being like, you know what it is, yeah? Because obviously, like, we're so young that there's nothing to look at.
Yeah.
Like, I think we just stared at each other
Yeah.
and just went, and then she just
Put the clothes back on. But isn't it mad that you knew that's what you kind of had to do? If you're attracted to each other, you take your clothes off.
yeah.
Like, even at a young age, I don't know what you guys were seeing, but like you knew it was like, oh, we like each other. There's an attraction physically. Let's be there in
To
front
be
of
honest,
each
I
other.
don't know. But anyways, back to the first girl you bagged. What's the story? How did you bag her? What happened?
The first girl I bagged,
Yeah.
I bagged her. See, she moved to me. Like I say this all the time. I go to girls that like me. Like, she kind of told someone I was cute. I remember the faces come back to me now. She kind of told someone I was cute. I looked at her. I was like, I don't even know. Till now, I can't remember her face. But I don't even know if in the moment I thought she was cute or I thought she was cute because she liked me. So I was
Probably
like,
because you like, you know what, both.
and I was like, yeah, that's it. And we're playing. I saw her 2 days in a row, and then I just never saw her again. She disappeared for like ages, and I was like, where's this girl? I kept asking my friend, or I kept seeing her friend. I was like, where's your friend? She's like, oh no, she just went on holidays. You know how Oimbos, they take their kids to Spain, whatever, every year, same place.
Why? I don't know why. For some reason, in my head, I thought it was a black girl.
No, this was in Cavan in 2003.
Fair enough.
This is when I moved to Ireland. Because when I was, I left Congo when I was like 7 or 8. It's actually, as fucked up as it is to say trigger warning, there used to be an older girl that used to be touching up on me when she was like 13, 14. I was like 6, 7. And then went back in Africa. So that was I don't know if I liked her or anything. Or it would just happen. I was like,
Was that your sexual awakening? That's what.
no, that's the thing. When she was doing it, it's fucked up because when she was doing it, it felt wrong. Even though I wasn't sure what's happening, even though like I couldn't process what's happening, I was like, why is she doing this? Like, I don't want her to touch me there, but she's doing it. But she's also like older and there's a group of them, and I'm like, this is making me feel a bit uncomfortable. And it's funny because the same girl did it to one of my friends, and I thought we never talked about it, and I thought it was in my brain. So what happened when you're really young, and you start questions like, did that really happen, or did I just make up that whole thing because I was really young?
Yeah, that's weird.
At my wedding, coming up to my wedding, he brought it up, and it was like, fuck, it really did happen because I say it happened to me, and he said for him, he had nightmares about her. He's had nightmares about the person for years, and I was like, I'm glad you said it because for years in my head I was thinking did that really happen? Or like, I know this like it's weird to talk about in the pod, but I'm not like I've processed it. I don't really deep it that much. But yeah, that was kind of like but I don't think that was a sexual awakening. But it's fun. It was just I acknowledged from very early. I was like, this feels wrong. It feels like this shouldn't be happening. Went on to live my life, but my first girl I liked, her name was actually Jamie. You know, these Oimbos, they name the kids anything. And I just moved out of Cavan, and then I just never saw her again. But that was the first girl I was like, yeah, I liked her. Let me
But you
pursue
didn't bag her then.
Yeah, no, I didn't bag her.
No, I'm talking about
the first
one
girl I
you
bagged. That was in 6th class.
You tell me about it.
I wrote her a note because they told me she likes you, to think she's cute, but respectfully, she was a bit of a she was getting around, you know. She was one of them that had like 6 boyfriends in the same class.
Yeah, but you know, back then, the boyfriend doesn't hold their hands.
And then it was like, do you know when it's like my turn? It's like, oh, so you used to like James, you used to like Shane, you used to like Kyle. Now you're like me. You feel like you feel validated. It's like, I'm good looking. Kyle's a good looking guy. I'm a good looking guy. She sent me a note, told me to meet her at the back of the school. After school, we went. You know, you're just standing there. You give each other a hug. She was one of them ones. She was like 12, but she was a bit more developed. So you feel the breast against your chest. You're like, this feels nice.
Little boys are so fucking. You know what?
It's not that
You're
stage. I'm
so
not gonna lie.
horny. As a,
you know, because everybody's like, you're 12. Everybody's like flat chested.
Yeah.
But she was like just a bit developed quicker, and she liked you. And it's like, give her a hug. You hold on for a bit longer. You're like, the bosoms, like, this feels nice. Bagged her, kissed her on the cheek, kissed me on the cheek. That's the first girl I would say I bagged. But the first girl I like to that next level wasn't like 15.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, how old were you?
I had my first girlfriend at 12.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
How did you bag her?
So, my mom and her mom were like proper friends. Like they were like proper close, or whatever. Because her mom had a.
So you've been dating black girls since day one?
Since day dot, bro.
You never dabbled in the
Still,
counterparts?
To this day.
To this day. I heard.
But yeah, so what happened was, she used to be so fucking annoying as well. Jesus Christ, she was so fucking annoying. Like, her mom owned the shop, my mom owned the shop in Navan as well. So like they were close family friends, so she'd come over to the house sometimes. But she'd usually hang around my sister. And so, but anytime she was in the house, she was just annoying.
So you had an older sister, cheat code.
Oh yeah,
bro. Like, I didn't have an older sister, but obviously I had Glenn, and that was enough of a cheat code. But I can imagine like an older sister.
And the thing is, me and my older sister have always been, we've always been like good. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she'd always give me little playbooks and shit like that. But anyways, yeah. So she'd come to our house and all that kind of stuff. I remember one day, I think I'd stole some like Toblerone chocolate or something like that. And she caught me having some, so I gave her some. And then she went to the room. Where'd you get that? Did you give it to me? Now I'm getting in beef. Now I'm getting in trouble. If you're watching this, you know who the fuck. But yeah, then something changed. She just went from annoying to, yo, they're kind of cute, you know.
The thing is, what was the time range between you're kind of cute and you're annoying? Because people do glow up. People have like a change, like, yo, or were you just hanging around with her more that you start seeing the cuteness?
Nah, what was it actually?
Because sometimes when someone disappears and then they come back, you're like, yo,
you know, actually, no. It was probably a couple of years, because when I was like, you're kind of cute, I was probably like 12-ish. But I've known her since I was probably like 10, 11.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So annoying 10, get older, like, oh, okay, you know. Anyways, then we end up moving closer to her. Like, literally, I'm talking about like her house is here. I'm like 10 doors that way. So we're close now, whatever. And obviously, I'm still shy. I don't know if she's feeling me like that, but you know, she'd be talking to my sister and stuff like that. And then there was one time, she came to the house. My sister went out. She went out with my sister, and apparently they were talking about me because she was like, "Oh, I don't know if your brother likes me." Blah 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 blah.
So your sister be doing Fabregas assisting
over
the top balls.
She was like,
Kevin De Bruyne and that.
The thing is, I was proper shy back then as well.
Yeah.
So I needed the alley oop. So like, literally, she was like, "Oh," and she was like, I guarantee you, yeah, what Deji's gonna do is gonna walk outside in like 5 minutes to stand right beside you. What do I do, like fucking idiot? Walk outside.
They're like, talk to me. You say something.
Yeah. So these are Bebo days. Oh shit, yeah, Bebo days. Yeah, these are Bebo days and
Someone
shit
used
like
to
that.
finesse me for my love, be all nice to me, and then I found out they had a boyfriend. Broke my heart. Anyways, back to you.
Johnny, you've been through the trenches, bro.
Back then, when you're like, This girl likes me. Gave her all my love, and then she was like, oh, I actually have a boyfriend. What do you think my love then?
You know, like that.
Go on.
Like,
Yeah,
what's your problem? There's hoes out here that want this love. But yeah. So, anyways, long story short, then I ended up asking her out or whatever, and because I was so young, I didn't really know what to do. It was just awkward between us, and like things were just going like someone said, you know, back then you'd ask a girl out and then just not speak to her.
Oh, the courage it took to ask a girl out. Okay, you're just like, will you go out with me? And then you run. I said, I'll think about it. Oh man.
Yeah, and because also once again, I don't think people understand how shy I was. So fucking shy. So, anyways, we're going out now. She's my girlfriend or whatever. But just something isn't right. So, you know, like I always say, I'm a lover boy at heart, man. Wrote her a little love letter, bro. Took it to her house, showed her that. I think she still has it to this day, actually.
Oh, mad.
Yeah. Wrote her a little love letter, showed her, you know, broke the barriers down. And from there, we're just good.
If you're her man, would you tell her to throw that out?
Nah.
I don't know.
Bro, we were 12. Like,
you know niggas be insecure. You know niggas be like...
If your wife had like a love letter...
Hey, stop it.
The fuck you have that to say?
Throw it out.
But yeah, no, that was my first little girlfriend, first little, you know.
No, then my first girlfriend was like not that old. It was like 13, 14. Shout out Naomi. It was again English girl, lived around the corner, around the estate. When your play truth were there, you're there to lips, and this one felt a bit different. He was like, "Yo, did I?"
You wanted to
feel? Yeah. So obviously then you pursue it. Again, I'm like, love boy heart. That relationship went on for like 4 or 5 months. And they got to summer. I just want to hang out with my boys in the summer then. Everybody had bikes. We just cycled to like all around, play ball. I started neglecting the relationship. I wasn't hanging out with her as much. I started getting in trouble. Oh, you haven't seen me. But at that age, I'm like, brother, they're kicking ball over there, man. I've just like again, I was football obsessed. I was like everywhere they're kicking. Before the pod, I told you I just kept like a football kit in my boot just in case someone was about to kick ball. So yeah, then that kind of ended. Felt like a heartbreak. Thought it was a heartbreak. You don't even know heartbreak until you get heartbroken. Until you feel heartbreak. Like, oh, rah, I've eaten in 2 days.
You know them ones. You wake up and you just sad. It's like I just woke up. Like give me 5 minutes.
You're going to bed and you can't sleep because you're just thinking. You're just there. Like why do I feel like this,
bro? Have you ever been so heartbroken that you're watching the show, it triggers you and you just turn it off?
Deji. I was so heartbroken, yeah. I was driving, yeah. I played passenger, let her go, and tears just started coming out of my eyes.